Starting today, Rochester Public School students grades K through 2nd are now back in the hybrid learning model, a mix of in-person classes and working from home. The older grades are still distance learning. It's a pandemic plan some Rochester parents are not on board with. Earlier tonight, a group of 70-plus parents, children, and concerned citizens chanted and waved signs outside of the Edison building. They say COVID-19 data and studies are showing that it is safe to bring children back to the classroom for full-time in-person learning. One of those parents is Patricio Gargoyo, who says his children have changed from being excited about school to apathetic. So much so, he and his wife pulled their oldest child out of the Rochester public school system. He's hoping the school board will allow parents to be more involved in the decision-making process.
The main thing we hope that the board hears is that we want both transparency in their decision-making process, as well as for us as parents to have a voice. As of now, they have not allowed us to publicly participate in any of the meetings or any of the decision-making process, and we really want that to change. We feel that it should change.
The protesters want their kindergarten through 5th graders to return to school in person full-time now, and they want to plan for how to bring the upper grades back as well. And that brings us live now to KIMT News 3's Anthony Monzon. He monitored tonight's Rochester Public School Board meeting. Anthony, is the board considering any changes to the learning plans?
Well, Katie, the school board is now considering some changes to the learning model for middle and high school students. Tonight, board members were presented with a plan to get students back into the classroom in a hybrid learning model, which could be implemented as soon as next month. So let's take a look at what this plan might entail. The proposed plan calls for students to take part in-person learning 2 days a week, either Monday and Tuesday or Thursday and Friday. Wednesdays would be an asynchronous day with in-person supports available by appointment. Students would also see a return to a full 8-period schedule instead of block scheduling. Teachers, on the other hand, would be able to use 3 different instructional models or pathways, varying how in-person and at-home students engage with their coursework. RPS Superintendent Michael Munoz says if the plan is implemented, parents should be aware there is a risk students and staff will have to quarantine quickly.
It's not a matter if we would have to quarantine some students and staff. It's a matter of when. We had that at the elementary when we did hybrid, so we anticipate we're going to have the same thing at the secondary level. But it's going to impact many more students and staff.
And Munoz recommends that hybrid learning model be implemented once coronavirus cases in Olmsted County drop below 50 per 10,000 people. He says that rate currently stands at around 54 per 10,000 people, but is on its way down. Live in Rochester, Anthony Monzon, KIMT News 3.
Thanks, Anthony. Superintendent Munoz also says the school board should vote on the plan at its next meeting set for February 2nd.